Hello, this is Miguel Cardona, Secretary of Education. I'm glad to be with you today at CareerConn. When I was a student in Connecticut, I explored different pathways to see what I'd be interested in, and all of that helped prepare me for my career in education. And I know you've had an opportunity to explore different careers. Regardless of what you choose something you love, take a risk. I know that if you do, you will contribute to a better Connecticut and a better country. Good luck to you. Enjoy the conference, and I hope to see you soon.
Hi, my name is Parker Swan. I work for Porter and Chester Institute in our Rocky Hill campus in the Career Services Department. We are a post-secondary technical school teaching the trades and healthcare professions. Basically, I help our graduates make the transition from school to work. I've worked extensively cultivating relationships with employers that hire our graduates. Today, we're going to be discussing the automotive technology career field. But before we get into that, I'd like to spend a minute to discuss the 5 different career options available to a high school graduate. So 1, attend a 4-year college. That could be Central, UConn. 2, go to a 2-year college, Tunxus, MCC. Number 3, attend a technical trade school like Porter and Chester. 4, the military. 5, get a job out of high school. Now, out of the 5, which one do you think is questionable out of the 5? Get a job. Why? What skills are you bringing to the table? You want a career that everybody needs and requires, and master the heck out of it. Become great at what you're doing. The 4 others are equal. It just depends on how you operate. The automotive industry has always been a solid career field. We all rely on transportation for our daily lives. Cars, trucks are always in need of maintenance and repair. There are many different opportunities available with the industry. You've got dealerships, private garages, municipalities. What's a municipality? Well, it could be the police department. It could be towns. Used car dealerships are another area that you could work in. Construction. Claims adjusters for insurance companies. I have a friend of mine that has worked in the automotive industry for many years, and he now works as a claim adjuster. He actually goes to the repair facilities to verify what the auto technicians are looking to do to repair the car, just to make sure that they're going to bill the insurance company correctly. He's got a great job there. Requirements to get into the automotive repair field are: you need a high school diploma or GED, post-secondary education, example, a school like ours or Lincoln. ASE certifications are important for your career in the automotive industry. The 8 ASE certifications are engine repair, automotive transmission transaxle, manual drive train and axles, suspension and steering, brakes, electronic systems, very important, heating and air conditioning, and engine performance. Now, when you eventually pass all 8 of those ASE certifications, you get the designation of Master Technician. Earning potential depends on experience. If you're an A-Tech, which is a Master Technician, and again, the Master Technician is the individual that passes all 8 ASE certifications that I went over previously. That's an A-Tech, and they're strong with their diagnostic skills. A B-Tech, handles most repairs with minor assistance, middle of the road if you want to say. A C-Tech, entry level. Typically, our graduates coming out of our facility, our school, will end up being a C-Tech. They're entry level. How do you get paid in the automotive industry? What is flat rate? So you have different ways of getting paid in the industry. One of them is flat rate. Flat rate is a set price for the job. Your goal with flat rate is to be fast and accurate. If you do the job in less time than the job calls for, you beat the book. This is how you make the good money. So speed takes experience. You're not going to usually start off at flat rate coming out of a training facility like ours. You're going to start off probably as an hourly rate. You know, in an hourly rate, you're paid for the hourly rate based upon the amount of time that you work. But as you progress in your career, as you get more experience, your speed and accuracy will increase. And eventually, you'd like to make that transition into flat rate. So, for example, if the job calls for 8 hours to complete the job, you know, let's say you're doing a rear main seal on, you know, a Toyota Camry. Let's say it calls for 8 hours. You do it in 4 hours. You're still going to get paid on 8 hours, although you completed the job on 4 hours. Theoretically, if you did the same job and you did the same job again in 4 hours, you're going to get paid for 16 hours and you only spent 8 hours doing the 2 cars. So a lot of opportunity with flat rate. In closing, if you love tools and working with your hands in the automotive industry, it could be a very good fit for you. To this day, I still clean my tools and tell everybody how I was able to extract a bolt or figured out a way to complete the job. I'll tell my wife that and she'll say, who cares? But I still tell her. When I leave a ratchet or a screwdriver on the counter in the kitchen, she goes, can you please remove the tool? So the point is I've always loved working on cars. I love tools. If you're that type of person, could be a great opportunity for you. It's not a better feeling in the world when you fix something and it actually works. It's so awesome. You know, you actually do it and it's like, wow, it works. So it's a great thing. Hope to see you all on March 31st. That's with the virtual career fair. Have a nice day and congratulations to the high school seniors. Great job.
Well, welcome back, folks. My name is Robert Wargo with Lincoln Tech East Windsor, and we're going to talk a little bit about our collision program. First and foremost, let me tell you what you're not going to get at a school like a trade school. Number one is we don't have sports. We're not Division 1, 2, 3, or 4. And the second part is you're not going to be doing general education, which is your history, your science, your math. You're not going to read Socrates, and you won't be my Shakespeare play. We are a hands-on school, so you're going to be working with your hands. You're going to love what you do. You're going to get dirty. You're actually going to physically see the outcome of your work. And in the collision program, it's anything from a minor fender bender to a major accident. We're going to take you from bumper to bumper, the entire chassis, interior, exterior. We work on all makes and models, all brands. And the main thing is you get to see the outcome of your work. The collision program is a Monday through Thursday, 5 hours of your day. Which means you have plenty of time after school to go to and work a part-time job, possibly go get into the industry itself. Main thing with your learning with our instructors, you could have the possibility to work on your own vehicle, It's a great opportunity. Give them to my colleague Jen, and she's going to talk a little bit about career services.
Hi, everyone. So in a career training school with Collision, you're getting trained for a career. So what does that look like? You're going to get skills for life, and the learning doesn't stop there. When you continue your career with employment, your training continues with a maker model, different types of processes. So in the collision career, you could be a collision tech, a painter, an apprentice, a body tech. With all that being said, you will have skills that's an art. That's an art that you're changing something that was destroyed and replacing it with it and back to its original piece. So as you can imagine, there's plenty of opportunities in the collision industry. You could go to local dealerships, such as Hoffman, such as Gingras, such as Carvana, CarMax, Dent Wizard. All these employment opportunities are available to you. So if you even want to take your collision career and be an estimator, work in the insurance sector, that's available as well. The opportunities are endless, folks.
Also, a little bit about the admissions side. You have to have a high school diploma or a GED. You will do what's called a career interview. Our job is to make sure we're the right fit for you and you're the right fit for us. Seating is limited. Our job is to make sure that we find the best candidates that are going to start a class and finish a class. The collision program is about 1 year in length. You're going to get about 1,000 hours of training with you and your instructor. Training is Monday through Thursday, and the opportunities are out there. Just think of it right now, we live in New England. I call wintertime collision time because everybody's hit in the potholes, things like that. So they could be very minor to very out there to do the work. Also, you have, like Jen said, you have people who are very artistic and bring that skill to the next level. So we also have a clientele that's just not coming in for damage. They do cosmetic work on their vehicles. They might get a custom paint job, interior done, suicide doors, Lambo doors, shaved door handles, you name it. If the customer has the money, we have the ability to do that work. So it's a great opportunity, especially if you like to try something new and the person who's bringing you the work has the money to spend. Things are, it's out there. You could do anything you want. It's amazing.
In the collision industry, you'll be exposed to welding. You'll be exposed to the mechanical aptitude also, along with the collision piece of it. With these opportunities, it opens many doors to you. So as a post-secondary graduate, you also have the opportunity to attend a phenomenal program, BMW Paint and Body STEP program. That is another program that's going to train you for your career and set you in the right path. And that's 8 months long, along with having the prereqs of going to a post-secondary school. There's also the collision factor. There's also many, many industries that use the collision aspect, and that could be the truck industry. Anything you could think of, a body panel, a truck panel, all those things get damaged. And as we live in New England, we know the weather, we get to get all seasons. So there's always work around for that program. So with that being said, collision has been very, very well with our students, and we continue to have them do endless opportunities in the aviation field as well.
And then in closing, what I'll say about the collision is it's a major thing that it's something that we have to get done. It's something that we cannot put off. Everybody every day is out there on the highway, on the road, going to and from work, school, whatever. We need our vehicle to go to work so we can make an income and make a living and provide for our family. Without those vehicles on the road, we can't get to work. So it's not a career where you will not have work. You're going to have plenty of work because people need their vehicles fixed, and collision's a way to go.
If you have a passion and like to get your hands dirty, collision is definitely an industry that is in need of you. And with the opportunities, a lot of individuals are able to open their own business at one time. You're able to get ICAR certifications. And with all those certifications on the door, you know the customers are going to appreciate and value your knowledge. So again, collision is absolutely wonderful and excited for anyone that wants to do that career.
Okay, folks, now we're going to talk about diesel technology. Diesel technology is a great program. It's basically what built America. everything that we utilize in life. Think about it. Everything that you're wearing on your body, the food we eat, the supplies we get. Right now we're dealing with COVID globally. That medicine getting to the hospitals, everything is driven by diesel. The diesel training program is a phenomenal program for any young man or young lady who's looking to get into the industry and to basically see how basically everything unfolds and works in our nation and why it's so important. Diesel technology is utilized in our construction industry, it's utilized in our farming, agriculture, it's utilized in our military, the Department of Defense. 99.9% of our ground fighting force uses some type of vehicle that uses diesel. So diesel is the backbone of the United States, and America will always be there. The diesel program is about 15 months long. You're going to get 1,560 hours of training. Your instructors are from the industry. You're going to work on small IDI engines to the big rigs that you see on the road. It's a total different animal. We start you out with gas engines, and the reason why we start you out with gas engines is because if you decide to pursue your ASC certifications, you must have gasoline engines first under your belt. We follow a strict syllabus. You need to be there. It's a hands-on school. The only way you're going to know how to take an engine apart all the way down to the block and put it back together is by being there. It's something that you cannot do virtually. Opportunities are out there. You just basically got to see what you want to do, whether you want to work for a small company, a farm, to a big business. Just look at pre-COVID to COVID. We saw how people were having difficulty finding hand sanitizers, wipes, toilet paper, paper towels. All that is delivered to those stores retail by diesel rigs. The gasoline that we put in our vehicle, all that stuff is driven by diesel. Some of the ways you could look at the opportunities for earning potential is you go to www.bls.gov. It's the Bureau of Labor Statistics. It will show you the growth potential by 2026. Automotive has almost 750,000 jobs out there. It'll show you the growth potential. It'll show you how much money you can make. But you got to remember, people always ask about how much can I make? It depends on you. Think of that. The better you prepare yourself, the harder you work. The only reason why people are in business is to make money. Okay, that's why they're in business, is to make money. And if you're that student who goes out there and graduates in the top of his or her class, works really hard, does great in interview processes, you're going to be in the industry and you're going to be moving up that food chain real quick because you get paid for what you are worth. Okay. Now I'll pass it to Jen. She's going to talk a little bit more career services wise and how our diesel industry works.
So the diesel industry could vary. You could be a diesel technician, you could be a mechanic, a bus mechanic, a truck mechanic, heavy equipment tech. You could work on farm equipment. You could work on aviation equipment. You could also work in the motorboat equipment. Anything you could think of that's diesel ran or diesel engines, you could get your hands on. With that training, with the diesel industry, you'll get exposure to preventative maintenance, brakes, electrical. And all that being said, electrical is a really big piece of it. As you can imagine, there's so many smart technology going on with our vehicles, our trucks. All that is included in your training. So some of the companies that hire diesel students: Penske, I'm sure you see those trucks everywhere. Ryder, Kenworth, also Peterbilt, Bobcat, John Deere. All of these opportunities are endless, and you will have the opportunity to work at one of these phenomenal employers.
We also most schools are very small, so you have that close-knit relationship with your instructor. Average class size is 20 to 1. You'll start out with you and 19 others, and when the dust settles in 16 months, the strong that have made it through will actually graduate and get out into the industry and meet with Jennifer and her staff in the Career Services Department. They'll start networking you before you get into the school. We work on a lot of things with you. We also offer what's called Career Edge. Career Edge is to help you work on your soft skills. So the whole community in a trade school is totally different from your traditional 2 or 4 year college. And I can say that from experience with my children. 2 went to the traditional college, 1 went to a traditional trade school. The thing about the trade schools is you are learning specifically what you're going into the field for. You don't have to take classes just to fill up time that you'll never use in your career. So what I mean by that is you're getting what you pay for. You'll be into the industry quicker. If you look at a trade school, it's maybe to a year and a half. So you're already in the industry quicker than your friends that go to a 2-year college or a 4-year college, even your friends that go into the United States military. You are entering the workforce sooner, and you are less in debt, if anything.
Also, during this time in COVID, diesel opportunities have been endless and essential. And with that being said, there is work out there, and they are looking for you to help fill these opportunities. So please think about the diesel industry. It is absolutely phenomenal and a great way to start your career.